Hare Krishna. Today is a very auspicious day to celebrate Radhashtami, the appearance of Srimati Radharani. This is a day on which we meditate on the deepest mystery buried within the vast treasure of the Vedic scriptures. In Vedas, no one knows when they read some Rig Veda or any Yajur Veda. They just memorize the hymns of the Vedas and then they repeat it in a particular meter, and I think that is the worship. But there is much more to the Vedas. The gist of the Vedas is by now we know. Otherwise, we would not have known because of Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya. We know that, and Srila Prabhupada. We know that it is the Harinam, that is chanting the name of the Lord. So, reading just Vedas, we don't understand that that is the purpose of Vedas. We think Vedas means spirituality, and regularly repeating those Vedic mantras or the hymns, or conducting yajna or havan with those chants. And then the Brahmin or the Pujari, whoever he is, he asks us to repeat certain things with water in the hand, and then we offer it to the fire, and that is how, or we put it on the earth. So that is how we know that this is a spiritual, or a for a common man in India who is a Hindu. This is spirituality or Adhyatmic Jagat for him. Beyond that, they don't know much. And then, of course, then the Katha and all is going on, then they won't sit in the Katha. But according to a particular person's level of spiritual awareness and their particular inclinations, Vyasadeva compiled the Vedic literatures in such a way to elevate consciousness of humanity. There are Puranas specifically ingrained in the mode of ignorance, knowing that there is no other way to help them except to somehow try to lift them to the mode of passion. And for those, yeah, because otherwise people will be lazy. They'll just sit lazily, they'll say nothing is to be done. This is not valid, that is not valid, this is not of much importance, then they'll not do any activity. They will be lethargic. So these Vedas are there to bring them at least to a mode of passion. That is what is said rather than the ignorance, because activity is always better than ignorance and lethargy. And for those in the mode of passion, to then move them into the mode of goodness, and those who are into mode of goodness, to lift them into the transcendental plane. So these are the logical steps that the acharyas have devised for the progress of human society. And on the transcendental plane, many seek to annihilate material miseries by losing their own identity and realizing material identity and realizing oneness with Brahman, with all pervading impersonal aspect of the absolute truth. And for those yogis who to understand their direct and personal connection with the Paramatma of the Lord, who is situated in their hearts, there is Karma Kand, Jnana Kand, Ashtang Yoga, and the Upasana Kand, the path of bhakti in which we can have direct experience of our eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose form is eternal knowledge, who is full of knowledge, full of bliss, and who is eternally enjoying pastimes with devotees. Now, so Prabhupada, I'm reading one lecture by Prabhupada on Radhashtami. We are taught generally that the absolute truth is all the great supreme master of all beings, but uh, Vasudeva goes into the deeper mysteries. How can go into a spontaneous loving relationship with God, considering oneself an intimate servant or a friend on an equal level, to love the absolute truth as one's own child or as a lover? The absolute truth is one, but that one truth, Krishna, is eternally manifested in a male and female aspect or personalities for the purpose of exchanging love. And just as Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam, is the source of all incarnations, his eternal pleasure potency, his Ladini Shakti, Srimati Radharani is the source of all consorts and goddesses of fortune. Srila Prabhupada explains that Radharani is the transformation of Krishna's supreme love. She is the personification of all spiritual love. And that love is so powerful, it overpowers the all powerful Krishna. So, how do we understand Radha's love? So, to realize so how do we realize it? To release the dormant love within our heart is only possible by the grace of the Lord's Ladini Shakti, the pleasure potency Srimati Radharani, and she is she has the key to unlock the deepest mysteries of the soul. But it is natural that which is most rare, inconceivable, is often misunderstood. So, whatever is naturally available, if it is available for free, then it will be more demeaned because people will not value it. If you have to pay high price for that, then they value it. But the realization of one's constitutional position, that is Radha's love, it is natural and is most rare. It is natural and most rare, and it is most inconceivable, and that is why it is misunderstood. When you go into the some flight, you see the you see some wall paintings with the Radha Krishna dancing and all that. Then people that are our tradition, they say this is our tradition, dancing and enjoying life because our gods are also dancing. They say some people who are the worshippers of Krishna in different form, like the in the west of India, they say our Lord is always happy and dancing. So we also like to dress up very beautifully and dance and play. That is why we play always garba, and we are dressed in that ghagra choli, and we put the Lord's photos, Radha Krishna, and then we dance because our Lord is like that, and then He likes us to be very happy always. So we dress up very nicely, and we make many delicacies because that is the life that Lord has given us. So we have to enjoy to the fullest, dress up in the best of ghagra cholis, and the men accordingly, and then make a lot of delicacies, have festivities, and let the deities, Radha Krishna or Srinathji or whatever, be decked up, and that is how we like. And then we dance because the Lord is also dancing, and they have a Ras Leela photo put up on a big wall, and then that is spirituality for them, and that is how they celebrate year after year, every year, and they get success also in life very easily. So for them, they are always engrossed in thoughts of Radha Krishna like that. So they are at least better than Mayavadis who say God is like this, like that. They at least acknowledge that the Lord Radha Krishna is beyond this material plane. He's in the they don't know transcendental, but they say he's not. He is something high on a high level, and we belong to him. But that much they know. They don't make like Mayavadis, they don't create havoc in the society. So that is better. At least they are doing something in the Sattva Gun. They are enjoying themselves, having nice time without troubling and bothering others. So that is the general picture of Radha Krishna devotion or worship in most of the Hindu families. That is our Radha Krishna. Now to understand the nature of Radha, we must understand nature of love. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the writer of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he uh, he has made a lot of effort to define what is spiritual love and what is love of the gopis. A relationship based on the misconception that I am this body and mind, or a relationship that is based on the concern for my enjoyment, that is calm. A relationship that is based on the knowledge of our liberated condition, and that we are eternal spirit souls beyond the ego, intelligence, mind, senses, and the body. Hmm? A relationship based on selfless, unconditional service. These are the various kind of relationships that are defined here, and we acknowledge one of them due to certain reasons. A relationship based on selfless, unconditional service, completely for the purpose of giving pleasure to the object of love, that is prema. That is love. That is the nature of the soul in its relationship with Krishna. So these are the various relationships that are defined, and it comes to us when we read, when we hear from somewhere, or when there's some discussion and all that. But what appeals to you, you will never accept anything that does not appeal to you. Eventually, you must reach to the position where the heart is looking for something, because you're having a desire is the boon to the human being. And when that desire turns into desire to search for Krishna or find the real object of love, because what are we doing this? We once we know, we have read in scripture since childhood that 84 lakh species soul revolves, and if he doesn't do bhakti, then again he'll have to revolve in 84 lakh. So we take it casually. We don't give a thought to it. If a child gives a thought at that very moment, and why not? It's not that a child should not. A child has a right. If he is above 5 years and he reads this, then if he gives thought, he must have some spiritual progress. But people think abhi chota hai. They say he's small yet. He does, he should not think of all such things. But at the when the child is small, his mind is very open to accepting things in an innocent way. So it sinks into his being, and when he is innocent, um, he should be under proper care and guidance. Not that he is doing out of somebody threw at him and he has caught it, and the parents are just in ignorance laughing at him that he is a special child. Not like that. The parents must be responsible, and the child should be under their guidance, not under guidance of a person outside the house. Then the child will be properly protected and cared for. If he is from childhood under the care and guidance of an external person, it is not good for that child, because he'll be deprived of so many things in life. So he can go, but only for some time. He should come back to his parents again, because they are the ones who care for him more than anybody else as a child, and they shower love on him, which otherwise others may not be able to. So that is one science. People may agree or not agree, but I am of this opinion that a child must be educated in the home itself. He must be given proper care and guidance in the house. He shouldn't be left at the mercy of another outsider. That is the thing. So, and a child, if he is made to understand, he does understand. And in the innocent stage, when he accepts things, they become they stay in him as a very pure energy. Like he has some love for the Lord from the childhood, and then he has the discrimination to find out what is right, what is wrong, and then he also instructs others accordingly. And he's so innocent that when he sees something against what he believes, he points out, how is this like this? And very courageously, actually, he's innocent. So he doesn't think left, right. He'll just say, this is wrong. I don't agree with this. And then others will ask him if he has a very good atmosphere, he'll be encouraged. But most of the times they'll think, hey, bacha, he's a child, he just speaks like that, and they'll ignore. But the child has understood something, and he says, no, this I cannot agree. My consciousness does not accept this. He will shout at that time. And then it is like that. The Lord helps him. Otherwise, how would a child get such a big understanding? But it is important. It's not that now he's just a child, but he should be properly cared for. And by the age, like in the teenage and all that, when they go through this under a discipline, then they will be the most intelligent people. Intelligent if they have understood what the way the Prabhupada has explained, that simple, innocent, and intelligent. Intelligent means relying on the Lord's mercy. So these things are so important. We just say it, but everyone has to realize that this is so important instruction. And once the more you realize, the more you understand the value of how the Lord is coming closer to you every moment, and He wants you to accept you instantly. We feel that the Lord is not merciful. First of all, this is a subtle thought in the mind. The Lord has graced so many saints. He has graced them, but what about me? No, He is not interested in me. We pass off such cheap thoughts in our mind and entertain them. And they make a house in the heart, and then they don't let any good thing come into our heart. And that is why the procrastination is, I think, one of the thing that drives us on a daily basis. We'll do it later. Later means what? Now you're in Maya, you're under the force of material, time, and energy. So we'll do later. Later, is there any transcendental time going to come? Or is there any avatar going to happen later, which will come and uplift you instantly? In the present moment, you are under the material time force, and then you are procrastinating. So every moment, when you understand that now we are under Maya, yes, but there's no other time now. Now is the time. If I don't do it now, I cannot do it anytime after. So the value of this present moment is such that the present moment can give you everything if one understands and realizes that the present moment is a boon to every person, and the present moment is one that gives everything that you want on the earth planet. If we understand this, we are valuing it, then we are helped to a lot larger extent. We see things happening on their own, and we also get a boost. We don't have to wait for things like this as what I expected, and I thought today it will happen, but it has not. It will happen, and then it will motivate you to do certain other things. So this is the way it goes, but we have to come to the realization that the present moment is all that we have. That is our only wealth. We were never rich in the past. We will never be rich in the future. We are rich in the present moment. Whoever realizes this is the winner. You can try for yourself and see, because it gives a kind of satisfaction which you never even desired for. That is the first boon that you get a satisfaction that you never desired for, and then it is completely new. So it gives you a different kind of energy throughout the day, and you are always in a healthy state of mind. You don't have to try to be a good person. You are already a good person. It is so simple, and it is so easily available in this material world. So when we complain that the Lord is giving certain things to somebody, certain things are missing to us, we are not getting it, then we must know that it is in our hands completely. The independent free will is the one thing. And when it is coupled with the intelligence that the Lord bestows out of whatever mercy or as a gift, or, out of happiness, that yes, this is my soul I was looking for. We are searching for Krishna, but Krishna is also searching for that one who will be his for eternity. This is the fact. We must know the nature of the Lord, how he is. We are searching him. This came into us. So is it that we are very intelligent that we are searching for Krishna? Actually, Krishna is searching for that one best soul. It is the fact. And then it comes into us. Then we can think of Krishna. Otherwise, no. So we should know this very thought. And the secrets, the such secrets are there. The Lord is searching for that one who can give him what he wants, isn't it? Why not? He has all the souls belong to him, then he has every right on every soul. So why not? He will search. So we should believe in this. And otherwise, what is it that gives you life all the time? When there is love, you have someone in your life who is always, the force of motivation. The day goes well, you are encouraged, motivated by his goodness, his qualities, the love that he shows, the caring that he shows. Who has all such qualities? Then there's only one answer: the Supreme Lord Krishna and his devotees. So that is the way we must understand his devotees, because he has told that he values his devotee more than himself. So this is from the scripture, and the devotees are also saying the same. Acharyas have given us some illustration by their own conduct. So then there are such people who are ready to shower on you all love and the caring that is needed. So where to find such people? That is the next question. So they are of not of this world. They are of the transcendental plane. We must understand. So there all these things don't work. There are all good qualities there. What is the quality in us that will drive them mad for us? Is there any quality? We must think this. What is the best quality in me that will make any transcendental personality think for me? So if we find such a question, if we ponder on some question, then it's not that we should think, oh, I am useless. I've tried. If we are sincere, we will say this. Otherwise, you will say, no, I am good at reading. I am good at speaking Harikatha. I am good at chanting. I am good at concentration. I am good at making prasadam. I know how to manage well the people. I know how to clean the things, facilities. I know how to gather funds. I know how to impress people. I know how to drive the huge crowds to the place. and I know how to boost the things further, and I know how to expand things. So many qualities I have. This is how we come to know that we have many qualities. But what is the quality in the transcendental personality that will attract him, that will attract us, uh, that quality which he will get attracted? Do we have anything? So that is what we must think about. What is the transcendental quality in me? Is it a transcendental? Why? Because the transcendental personality must accept it. So transcendental quality. What do I have? One must ponder this every day, and that is the way to progress. Otherwise, we will never develop any good qualities. We'll say this is okay because all are like that. I will also be like that, and it will work. This is the normal tendency of human being, that when others are like that, what is the point if I do something different? I will be odd one out, and I will be left alone. So such stupid arguments make us fall into the darker regions and keep us glued there, and we never ever realize that there's no one who is going to motivate us or change us for good. We ourselves have to push for it. There's no one who will come and tell you that yes, now read the Bhagavatam book or the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Who will come and tell you? No one will come and tell you. You yourself have to open the book. Even if you don't understand, read it. Many times we get push aside that it is a transcendental subject and I don't understand anything of it, starting with what is the tattva, what is the philosophy, where is its application, and I am astray, I'm going in 10 directions. There should be a specific direction. For now, what is important for me to understand and ponder, meditate upon? I don't understand. I'm reading all irrelevant stuff which is making me sink into darker regions more and more. So if I understood what I have to read at present, then it will be nice and it will be accepted. So such things are there, and for that you need a guidance. You need a guru, and the person he must have a ability to explain you this, what is good for you, what is not. Instantly there must be some progress, because we have accepted as ourselves as a soul from childhood. We are saying we are a जीवात्मा, आत्मा है, हम आत्मा है. जीवात्मा नहीं पर आत्मा है, आत्मा है. मतलब we feel that the life force that is in us is coming from a higher plane. It is not that we are self-generated. So the Lord is helping us understand this, and He has pushed us to this further path. When we were searching and trying to find the truth, we reached here. So like this, again we will have to go further. So this will go on, but then there must be a guide who will. This process should stop, and there should be some finite thing. Otherwise, what is the point in throwing stones here and there in 10 directions? So when I open the Bhagavatam, I should know what I should be reading, which will benefit me instantly. Why should, when you have accepted yourself as soul, then why are you struggling to again establish yourself as a soul? So that is what we must know. So we have to be very much curious, and we must ask questions that will make others think for you, that yes, this person was concerned for something. So then the help may come. But if we ask stupid questions, then we'll get stupid answers. And so we should not waste time and waste others' time in asking some senseless questions. If you mean it, then you only ask, and then that is the way. So now today is Radhashtami. So not many people know about it. Actually, they don't know what is Radhashtami, what is appearance of Srimati Radharani and all that. If Prabhupada had not explained us, we would not have understood the the purpose of this celebration and how important it is. It is the spiritual. Everybody says spiritual adhyatmic, but no one knows the origin, the source. What is the source of it? So they only know Sachidanand, but they don't know as such the worship aspect of it. So today is Radhashtami, and we are blessed to have this lectures by the acharyas, and even today the sadhus are giving some lectures. So that is all about it. That um, Radha Krishna worship can be happening in the ideal way only in the liberated form. So when it's a very great philosophy, and this philosophy is cannot be understood in the conditioned stage. It can be understood only in the liberated stage. So, and Prabhupada says that when we worship Radha Krishna in our conditional stage, we are only worshipping Lakshmi Narayan. So, where are we? And then we are doing Radharani, Radharani. But we are worshipping only Lakshmi Narayan because we are not yet liberated. So, how much of the confusion goes in? You have seen that we have seen in the Vidhi Marga and Rag Marga that Radha Krishna worship is on the platform of pure love, and Lakshmi Narayan worship is on the regulative principles. So, as long as we do not develop our pure love, we have to worship on the regulative principles. And so long we do not develop, one has to become a brahmachari, a sannyasi, and perform worship in this way. And in the morning, rise early, rise early and offer his worship offerings to them. So many rules and regulations are there, and then we know that there are 64 rules and regulations, and these are seva apradhas. And if one also apradha happens, then the seva is incomplete. So we shall so in the vidhi, then there is a vidhi and the rag marga. In vidhi marga, we do not have the love for Lord or Krishna the way the devotees, pure devotees have. So we have to carry on in the vidhi, like the we have to carry on with the regulative principles, following them perfectly. So, and when on the love platform, then that is rag marga. So without vidhi marga, if anyone wants to learn rag marga immediately, which everyone is doing in the society, that is foolishness. In the society means those other, all the worshippers of Radha Krishna, they give their followers this, and those followers are directly they want to jump to the rag marga. So they are talking of the Radha Krishna in the worldly terms, how they would talk about their elder sister, brother, parents, or uncle, or like that. So it is not wrong, but there has to be some demarcation. Even when elders are there, we have so much respect. We cannot talk certain things in front of them, like they'll feel offended. Like we can be very casually. With a friend, you can just ask him, "Hey, what are you up to? Abhi kya kar raha hai aaj?" You cannot talk like this to your parents, to your mom or dad. Even the elder sister or brother, you cannot ask him directly. Hey, what are you up to? Casually, they'll just stare at you, and it's like, behave yourself first, and then talk to me. So much is there even in the material relationships. Then what to speak of Radha and Krishna? How can we tell about them? How can we talk very casually about them? And this helps us to realize that the transcendental plane is a different, and the material plane is completely opposed to it. And if we apply in that way, or if we understand the Harikatha in the empirical terms and apply empirical comparisons to it, then we will know that we will never take off from the place where we are. We will have to sit there only and suffer time for the time we are ready to suffer. That much is there. So then they say Radha Krishna worship is very difficult. It is next to impossible. They'll scare you. So it is not next to impossible. It is not difficult. It is very easy if you understand the importance of having them in your lives and paying attention to yourself first, whether you really want it or not. That is the first requirement, whether or not you really want their mercy. If you are doing on the superficial level and then still thinking that you're fooling yourself, Radha Krishna, Radharani, she will just vanish from there. She is the most strict. She only knows how to serve Krishna, and she's busy only serving Krishna. She has no other job other than serving Krishna. She's such a personality, and that is the Lord's confidential energy, the Ladini Shakti of the Lord, Supreme Lord. So, such a personality should accept us. Why? Why would such a personality accept us? This is the question we must ask on Radhashtami Day. What is in us that will attract her? She only likes to serve Krishna, and she loves those people who serve Krishna in her way she likes, because she is the embodiment of perfect bhakti, that is pure bhakti. So, she getting her mercy on this special day is important. And when will we receive? When we value it and we know that other than her mercy, nothing can give us this. this procrastination and then the love for other things